average day, when suddenly a wild UFO appears. God, it's a UFO! Somebody called the mammoth!
You're on your own, bitches!
That means I'm humanity's only hope. I must get the flamethrower. Really? I am not a flying saucer! Well then what are you? I am a transformer! A transformer that transforms into a UFO. What? So here's Cosmos and Payload in their alt mode, and they look fantastic next to each other. And there is a way to combine these two. However, it's absolutely ridiculous, and I'll talk about that later on. Meanwhile, we'll go through Payload first. I gotta say, he looks nice as a white shuttle with the black details, the red Autobot logo on the side. I believe this guy is not actually Payload in the G1 Micromaster line, but he's actually more based on the lines of the name of the guy. I think it's Sky High? I might be wrong. And, I gotta say, it doesn't look too bad. Get ready for the transformation, because there's a lot. There's a lot of development in this little guy. Watch. Oh, that was a lot. So here he is in his robot mode, and I gotta say, he looks really good. He can do the twist. Oh, what more articulation do you need? Look at his face. He's covered in Smurf berries. He's got a very nice helmet around his head. I mean, by God, that's beautiful. Probably the best helmet for a Micromaster I've seen so far. The legs are nothing really much, but you know what, they work for the toy, and I gotta say, he looks pretty good. Gun mode isn't really that hard to get into. It's mostly, the hard part is flipping up that peg. But once you get that done, here's his gun mode. And I gotta say, for a gun, it's not really that bad. And you can plug it onto the Dark of the Moon figures if you want. I gotta say, not bad. Now, even though he's not in his gun mode when he's combined to Cosmos and alt mode, the combination is pretty much like this. You put the shuttle in the back here, and that's it. Yep. Did somebody say dumb? Cosmos in his alt mode is very impressive. I gotta say, I really do like the look of it. Now, the only real issue I have with this alt mode in its entirety is the fact that nothing really plugs in as well as I hope. The entire backpack piece right here, it barely snaps in. You kind of have to really use a lot of force and get everything lined up. Pretty much everything you need to get lined up perfectly, or else you're not going to get a good enough UFO. But I gotta say, it's got that very nice 80s theme. I love the cockpit on this guy. It looks amazing. The yellow stripes. Oh, it's beautiful. This guy really pops in your collection. And he's actually got some good size. Here's a Bionicle piece by comparison, because I have nothing... oh, there's hair all over it. Because I have nothing else next to me. It's actually quite big. Not deluxe class big, but it's got a lot of space in the alt mode, so yeah, that's pretty much it. You can see his head right there. Gorgeous. Kind of funny that he transforms into a UFO, but with good reason, because he's one of those guys that goes around in space. He doesn't go to Earth. Earth is too boring. So, let's go to the robot mode. Know what my theme song is? X-Files. And as you can see, this is Cosmos in his robot mode, and I gotta say, he's quite gorgeous. Look at that head sculpt, it looks brilliant. The chest is very nice. I love the arms, even though they have a lot of kibble on them. I guess those hydraulics could count as guns, so you got that, and he's even got the knee guns. Now, I'm not a huge fan of how the legs turned out, but you know what? I gotta say, it's not really that bad. I love the transformation too, at least with the waist joint. Yes, he's even got waist articulation. It's up here, but, you know, he's got that. And it's really cool because it kind of clicks into place, and it reminds me of a first edition Starscream, which is another figure that I absolutely love. I don't know if this is just on mine, but as a mistake, I rotate the legs the other way. Yeah, if you got this in hand and you transform it, you're gonna figure out what I'm talking about. However, when I try to fix it, the knee likes to snap out of place, and it's for both of the legs, I believe. But, just remember which way the legs have to transform and then flippity-doo-dah. He's got an Autobot logo on the one side, but not the other, which, by the way, I forgot to say. Packaging. Ooh. But I love Payload as a gun. These two just look like they're gonna have a hell of a time. So, you know what this calls for? An epic size comparison time. There's Cosmos with Commander class figure, and he is smaller than a Commander class figure, but he's just around the same size as a Scout class figure, so you're getting your money's worth with that. I mean, he is taller than the average Legends class figure, but you also get the Payload figure, which looks amazing. I mean, he is quite small, you know, there's a good comparison with the Mega Bloks figure, a Botshots, a Creon, a Lego figure, Hot Wheels, Legends class figure, an original, well, actually a KO Micromaster. We've got Commander class figure, we've got Deluxe First Edition Bumblebee, which I plan to review. We've got Master Chief going, We got Scout class, we've got Can, we got RID Bumblebee, and then we got Nightmare Unicron. Why? Because I have them. So even though Swerve is probably better just because it's less clunky, I gotta say for the nostalgic feeling, and probably because this is the best Cosmos ever, I gotta say I highly recommend these two. I mean, if you're gonna get one, get the other. But would I recommend Cosmos? That is the question. Let's go to my overall review. Ooh. So overall, do I highly recommend Cosmos with Payload? I gotta say they're quite a fun bunch. Payload's not really that bad. Very quick transformation to the alt mode to the robot mode, but whatever. And Cosmos, honestly, he looks good. Definitely an improvement over the past years. I gotta say, a lot of people might disagree with me on this, but I think, personally, he's the best Cosmos yet. Yeah, sorry, G-Winers. Anyways, that is pretty much it. I am the Canadian video. I'm going to eat some bacon.